itself. Russia struggling economically. And increasingly, as Putin calls it, the special military operation is going on. It's making ordinary Russians question what is really happening. Let's bring in Konstantin Sonin, who's the John Dewey Distinguished Service Professor at the University of Chicago, joining us live from Riga in Latvia to talk on this one. The issue is, in a sense, the economy. And could the state of the Russian economy perhaps prove to be a sort of tipping point for Vladimir Putin?
Okay, I cannot believe that this could be a tipping point. I mean, things go worse for the Russian economy. It's both for production and for the quality of living. Nowadays, people, like everyone in Russia, knows that there are problems related to the war. But I do not think that this might be a tipping point. One thing is that President Putin does not care much about the quality of living of Russians. So he does not feel like any immediate pressure. Like in the long run, this will probably be a problem for him. But right now, he does not feel like acute pain.
That perhaps is a peculiarity of Vladimir Putin. But is it not possible that the fact that ordinary Russians are struggling, businesses are closing, and there is a lot of economic pessimism in Russia right now, is that not something which will weigh on Putin?
This is all true, but this weighs on Putin less than on elected politicians in the West. Like politicians in the West, they will care about their approval ratings, but Putin has like Secret Service, police, all kind of laws. I mean, it's illegal to criticize Putin. Since today, it's even illegal to publish information about gas shortages, about gasoline prices. So basically, people not only are kept in the dark about how dire the situation is, but also they're prohibited to express their negative feelings about Putin.
Ukraine has been striking oil refineries, striking infrastructure and making a big impact in that sense. And clearly Russian people who may have been told one thing about how the war's going are now seeing for themselves on the ground a very different picture. I'm wondering whether for ordinary Russian people, what are their lives like now? How difficult are they finding things?
Okay, it got more difficult. Like just this week, people now have to face limits. They could only have 20 liters of gasoline on most of the gas stations. There are huge lines. People spend hours in queues on gasoline stations. So life suddenly gets worse. But it gets worse, and it didn't become intolerable. It's just that people now feel worse. Today, there was statistics that Google searches on when the special military operation ends, they skyrocketed over the last week. So people got interested in what's happening with the war with Ukraine.
Konstantin, we need to leave it there, but thank you very much indeed for joining us. Konstantin Sonin, the John Dewey Distinguished Service Professor at the University of Chicago, for that insight into how the economic situation may or may not be affecting Vladimir Putin, but certainly it's having an impact on ordinary Russians across the board. Konstantin, thank you very much for joining us.